Some of the greatest heroes we have are the men and women of our military. And right here in our backyard, we have an amazing place called Joint Base McGuire, Dix, Lakehurst. We're here now. We're getting some incredible access to the facilities and some of the great heroes who make things happen here. So let's go meet him. We are with Colonel Darren Cole, 305th Air Mobility Wing Commander. It is such a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, great to meet you too.
So tell us about what your job is here at the Joint Base McGuire.
Sure. I'm the commander of the 305th Air Mobility Wing, and so mobility means moving things. So as the commander of that, I command about 2,300 airmen and civil servants who are responsible for moving fuel and combat power around the world wherever it needs to get to. We do that in the form of KC-10s, which are refueling aircraft, and C-17s, which are combat airlifters.
So for the people who just love the fact that you guys are here, I mean, we really feel like we have heroes in our midst here. What goes on a daily basis? The average person probably doesn't know a whole lot about what goes on behind the scenes here. Can you give us a little insight?
Yeah, absolutely. What we do on a daily basis, we call it organized, train, and equip. So we're preparing our warriors to deploy out to combatant commands around the world who want to use either that fuel in the air or move things from the continental United States around the globe. So we do a lot of training sorties out of McGuire, Dix, Lakehurst, and over into the Lakehurst airfield as well. So it could be doing airlift sorties or air refueling some of the combat units around here, fighters or bombers or airlifters as well, as we're training to deploy those folks. Another big function that we have is running aerial ports. So we have an aerial port that takes cargo from the manufacturing base in the United States and then ships it around the globe. So we have a very large aerial port here that processes that cargo and then loads it onto the aircraft. It might be RC-17s or KC-10s, and it could be contract airliners which fly in here and use the airfield to fly supply missions to our forces around the globe.
So for somebody like me who lives locally but doesn't know a lot of the technical stuff, I see occasionally a couple of really big planes. They look like cargo planes, sort of flying one after the other, back and forth. I'm sure a lot of people in the area see that.
Sure.
What is that?
So we do formation training with our KC-10s. Occasionally they have to refuel a lot of aircraft. So in order to do that efficiently, our airplanes will take off in formation and fly around so that it's more efficient to link up while airborne with large formations of aircraft, be they bombers or cargo aircraft or just a lot of fighters. And then also our airspace, we will have some flow through of cargo aircraft from other locations that also do some formation training.
Tell us about the people you work with. Tell us about all those people that you're in charge of.
They're awesome. They're just they're good-hearted people who like to serve a greater good. So what I've found is that they're very similar to the folks who surround the base in New Jersey. They love their country and they like to serve a greater good. They run the demographics and they run a large age group. A lot of us are young first-term airmen that we kind of get out of high school or out of young careers, and it's not quite their calling that they've been doing, and so they come into the Air Force and they want to serve that greater good. And then we get folks all the way up to me, have been into the service for about 25 years and just love what we're doing, and we'd like to raise up those young airmen to do the right thing and to go out into the world and take on the adversity that we face out there sometimes when we're facing the combat missions, the long deployments, because we know we're doing good things. We're very proud of recent support that we've offered through the Governor of New Jersey's authorization to use the New Jersey Emergency Management System Task Force during the hurricane season recently. So there was Hurricane Irma, Maria, and Harvey that kind of went through the Caribbean islands, and Governor Christie authorized the New Jersey EMS Task Force to get airborne. So we processed those folks through our aerial port, loaded them on our C-17s, and they deployed down to the Caribbean for about 30 days with some state troopers, mental health counselors, some equipment, and that was the first time they've actually been processed as cargo onto airplanes and shipped out. So that was pretty neat thing that we got to do. And on a day-to-day basis, you don't see it from here, but we also have a number of personnel and airplanes deployed to the Middle East who are providing fuel and moving cargo around in support of counter-ISIS operations. So pretty proud of the fact that we've taken a lot of territory away from that nasty organization and making the world a better place.
And for the people who love and support what you are all doing for us, how can we help you?
Just keep giving the support that we have felt. Often when we go out into the community, we meet a lot of veterans and we meet a lot of community members through organizations. There are many that support us: the Burlington County Regional Chamber of Commerce, the Burlington County Military Affairs Committee, the Ocean County Military Affairs Committee. There are just so many people. So what I would say is get involved with those folks because they really support us well. And if you're a business owner, make it obvious that you're military friendly. There are other ways to get involved. For instance, in early May 5th and 6th, there's going to be an open house air show here at the Joint Base, and we would love to have as many people come and visit us, learn about us, and see some awesome displays, not just of airplanes and Air Force, but there's going to be neat demonstrations of the Marines and some Navy capabilities and some C-17s flying around doing some interesting landings and showing off what we can do.
Colonel Darren Cole, such a pleasure to talk to you, and thank you for all you do.
Absolutely. Great to talk to you too. Thanks very much.